Good evening. Today I will talk about AOE damage and the problems and consequences it had in Battle Line. As you all know, the game doesn't do big changes or nerfs, so we are gonna live with it, but still maybe there are some solutions that I will talk about. So what is my problem? Really here, the units that get buffed in like 3 days. We have Vultures. This is the third time I believe in the past 6 months that Vultures is getting buffed. Increased HP, same as last time. Does it matter? On Vultures, no. It's a Swarm unit, it's kinda squishy. And what is the problem actually? This is every unit that got released since I played. 33 out of 30, 70.7% have some kind of AOE damage. Just tell me, how can Vultures function as a unit properly when it gets hard countered by default by 70.7 units? They hit your run unit and then the fucking Kaiser will splash the quarter of your screen straight up, run hit your Vultures or Swarm, whatever exists. It didn't it didn't even aim for it. Why is the AOE so fucking big? It just gatekeeps an entire archetype. Like Liger, and then you have the Spamera, sure, he protects you for run hit, but what even is run hit when everything has AOE? And then Liger ignores it. Then you have the new Destroyer, he gets a reset, he will just kill your most shit squishy unit ever, then run hit whatever comes next. The problem is that we have so much unit, it just kills the entire archetype of spam or low cost units. You only get 4 stars, right? Imagine they released 1 to 3 stars and makes them I mean, I didn't watch the movies, I'm sorry. But they release some kind of small Godzillas or whatever exists, some small monsters that cost 2 or 3. They're obviously gonna have lower HP. But how can you exist as some kind of low HP unit when every of these attacks will straight up wipe 10 out? They will just wipe by one attack all your 10 units because it's fucking AoE the entire screen. And the problem is that doesn't only gatekeeps the old units. Sure, you can say the Swarm right here will never see light again, but then we look at the future. How can you release a good AoE unit, a good Swarm unit? It needs to be immune for the first 5 hits. It needs to have the HP of a Godzilla while being a fucking Swarm unit. I don't know. Or it needs to have 200 range, so it can actually never get touched by anything by accident. It just limits design so heavily. I don't know how you want to be actually viable as some kind of low HP or Swarm unit. And then one of my big gripes is with it in every game. I mean, AoE is obviously always better than single target. What is the downside of AoE? And every game I've ever played has some kind of downside. First, let's say your single target does 1000 damage. Then you have a unit that does an AoE attack and only does 800 damage. I feel it's pretty logical that if you hit multiple units, you should do less damage than any single target damage. That obviously makes sense. And then we also have this here. Look at the circle. I feel this is how it should work in Battle Line. If you do an AoE, let's say of Kaiser, and you hit a unit in the middle, it takes 100% of the damage. But then you hit some fucking Vulture here at the very outer circle, which is very far away and you didn't aim for. It should only take 40% of its damage. But in reality, it gets the same damage as every other unit, and your fucking Vultures is straight up gone, straight up one shot. And how do you want to change that? I think the only way is to increase a lot of flat cards. Kinda the Geigenrex run. These units have so little stats, so if you release more percent stats, they simply won't keep up. They won't get their HP high enough. So they need some kind of more flat cards with HP, or maybe some kind of damage reduction like we have the Gamera. But run attack straight up isn't enough if everything deals AoE. And also, they decided to release Liger. Liger obviously hard counters the entire archetype. Imagine spam was an archetype right now, and you straight up have 8 spam units. Your opponent will drop one Liger and you can just forfeit. And then we have the Destroyer. I mean, obviously, he doesn't counter spam in that way, but every kill he gets, he resets like his super strong attack. And if he just kills the most worsted unit ever, he will reset it every time, one hit everything you can ever place. He doesn't need to work for it. Yeah, and then we look like, what's the average meta deck? I just stole it here from Discord. This is the Nano Meta Lead. 12 units total, or 11 courses leader, and 9 out of 11 here have some kind of AOE. Like what do you even want to do? And then they pull you in here. This unit pulls you in again. That one just jumps at you if you're like very far away, so you can't even like give these small units some kind of range. It's simply like unplayable. So I believe we need some kind of cards, or maybe probably more realistic, some leaders that kinda make spam viable. Don't ask me how. And then there's also that problem, in my opinion at least. I mean, I guess it's like true to the source material, but does Godzilla Battleline even need AoE or that much? If you don't run like Nano Metal and so on, you place like one Godzilla every 8 seconds, I feel like. I don't know, it's just a random number. But you place like one big Godzilla, which is like tanky every 8 seconds. Let's just say it. And your opponent does the same. And then they walk up to each other, and they should actually like fight each other, deal single target damage, let it take some seconds. But the point is that you have kinda a low amount of units on board all the time. So why does every unit have some kind of AoE when you place one Godzilla every 3 seconds? Like sure, if like spam was a big archetype, then you print like 2 or 3 units that like counter it, so you can include it into your deck. But every unit does it by default. But then we have to thing like here again, fucking Nano Metal. You will place 10 Godzillas in like 20 seconds. Like, is AoE even enough? Like, I feel Nano Metal is just straight up undefendable. You would need like the 9 energy void, but it would need to be like cheaper and even better because everyone has fucking Behemoth. And like, what are you even gonna do? AoE is kinda too weak to counter this type of shit, but to counter like vultures, it could be like half as good, and vultures would still be pretty shit. So yeah, I just wanted to like rant a bit, and I feel like it's a very bad direction the game is going when we talk about AoE, and it needs to be addressed because every archetype should be like viable, obviously. But you can, at the current state, you can just never release any Swarm unit or any 1 to 3-star because it's gonna get one-shot. Even if the unit doesn't want to kill it, it's just by accident because AoE is so big. Yeah, I feel like we need a leader. Like, you can give more cards like the Geigenrex card, but the thing is that you still like, you still need to win. Let's say you have the Geigenrex card 4 times, then sure, your Righteous have 10,000 HP, but you still need to like damage, you need to kill the enemy leader, and so on. So yeah, I don't know, release some kind of leader like Nano Metal, but it boosts all your units that cost like 3 energy or lower, and makes them, I don't know, lets them reduce damage by, lets them mitigate like 3 hits. Like 3 hits is fine. Like, is 3 hits OP? No, because every fucking unit has AoE anyway, so it doesn't like mitigate 3 attacks from one unit. It mitigates the 3 attacks in like 1 second because 3 fucking AoE units will hit at the same time. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. But I feel like, yeah, Toho, please address it. Release some 3.5 battle memories so I can play fucking Geigenrex with shoppers and whatever that is, and have fun instead of building a fucking unbeatable push.